Ever since Cinco de Mayo, otherwise known to me as my cousin getting drunk and needing some dental work, I've been kind of dreading the Anime Expo SPGA Youth Protection Program thingy. Otherwise known to me as the Mr. Smith Law. There's a story as to why I call it that, but I'll get to that a little later. I just want to talk about the thing and how much of a fuss it is. Coming from the Artist Alley POV on things, I can say it wasn't that hard. Heck, I can say I could get free Wi-Fi from the convention center now, and I get to play Where's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in their videos. Oh, this is so hard. No, don't tell me. It's the emo kid. Oh, yeah! Basically, everybody is up in arms about this whole Mr. Smith Law and how about, like, the lack of trust that AX is giving people. You know, because, yeah, they can do that because that is very mean of AX to do this upon us 2 months before the con. Thank you, AX. Anyways, the background check thing is making vendors, as far as I know, pay $50 out of their own pockets to pay for each background check for the people that they're bringing over there to help them with the roots. But what about the Artist Alley and their helpers? No, they don't pay that, as far as I know anyways. All they tell you is to give your social security number and other personal things to them while you're inquiring this background check, and you have to play the waiting game. Yeah, not too happy, but I mean, it's free. And if it is a background check, I mean, I guess they'd have to need a social security number. I hope I didn't get scammed. I don't know if the vendors or their guest of honor or the panelists or whatever read their emails thoroughly and all the way through saying that, hey, here's your background check number to do the thing for free. Dealy goes. But, I mean, it's there. It's very clear. I believe in AX. I want to believe in AX. And that it's free and no one has to pay. Because this is a hassle and we did already pay for our booth. And it's crazy expensive. On top of the background check, they want Artist Alley guest of honor panelists and vendors to do some online courses for the Mr. Smith Law. I did one of these for Artist Alley, which the first one was mainly just talking. Yeah, I took 2 of them actually. It was mainly just talking. Just think more of those lame videos that you're probably familiar with when they were talking about the Mr. Smith Law beforehand, and it's just publicly out there. And anyways, it's mainly just a bunch of those videos but in smaller portions. I can say I've made a very great bootleg waifu. This is Anime Girl. I've lovingly called her Feiku. Thank you, Anime Expo, for keeping it legitly anime. Is this your OC, AX? Is this your OC? You could take her everywhere. Oddly enough, only 10 people got to the highest level in their video game thing. I'm thinking of it as a video game here. Only 10 people have watched the last video in this thing, which I would think more people want free Wi-Fi or whatever because that was their incentive. If we take that course, because it's a hassle, we get free Wi-Fi or whatever. Only 10 people? What? The whole thing that I don't get for the Mr. Smith Law is that the volunteer thingy. How do they expect to get new volunteers to volunteer for their convention when it's gonna be a complete hassle like this and there's a cutoff date? Also, like vendors use a lot of volunteers. I've met people that like work there for like a day or two to help out the vendors because they get good deals and they get paid technically, kind of. That means they would have to either pay that $50 for background check, but that even then takes a long time, like more than 10 days. And I just don't know what they're going to do. It's just... Another thing that I think will be interesting at the end of this whole thing is that are they going to, like, for those people that didn't get to do the online courses on time, which they still have time, but by June 1st they will not have time to do those online courses to say that they passed or whatever, will they still be able to be at their table? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see since only 10 people did the quiz thing. So maybe there'll be 10 people at Artist Alley in the biggest anime convention in North America. We shall see. This this whole thing could have this whole thing could have been handled so much better if they would have just talked to vendors and Artist Alley about this whole thing a little bit more clear. Their emails were very cluttered. Long story short, I think this whole thing is stupid and it'll fail this whole year. And next year, it won't even be a thing and it'll be a vague memory on Cinco de Mayo, otherwise known as the day Anime Expo gave a really stupid email now.
Hey, why did you call it the Mr. Smith Law?
Oh, that. This one time, I knew this man that sold kid-safe mama gum to kids, maybe sometimes adults, for free in Oreos and lemonade. He then made a suggestion about making Anime Expo kid-friendly on an AX forum back in 2012 or 2013. Sure enough, he got a lot of feedback, which was mainly just backlash. Hence, this is now why I call the whole thing the Mr. Smith Law. It's just easier to say. To me, anyways. Thanks for listening!